2026 could be the year everything we think we know about mobile connectivity gets turned on its head. Because the cellular towers we've relied on for decades, the ones that carry every call, text, and TikTok video, might be about to become optional. And Apple could be the one holding the kill switch. If you've ever stared at a no-service notification in the middle of nowhere, deep in the mountains, on a boat at sea, or miles from the nearest town, then what I'm about to tell you could completely change how you look at the next iPhone. Because leaks about the iPhone 18 suggest Apple is preparing to do something no mainstream smartphone has ever truly delivered before. Back in 2022, Apple introduced Emergency SOS via satellite on the iPhone 14. At the time, it was groundbreaking. It allowed users to send emergency messages even without cellular coverage, and in real-world cases, it literally saved lives. But if we're being honest, it still felt limited. It was slow, restricted to emergency use, and nowhere close to replacing traditional internet connectivity. It worked when you needed help, but it wasn't designed for everyday communication. Now that could be changing. According to multiple supply chain leaks, Apple is planning something much more advanced for the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max. The key upgrade reportedly comes from Apple's new C2 modem, paired with the next-generation A20 silicon. And this combination isn't just about faster 5G speeds. It's designed to support a technology called NR-NTN, which stands for New Radio Non-Terrestrial Networks. In simple terms, your iPhone would no longer depend only on ground-based cell towers. Instead, it could connect directly to low Earth orbit satellites and treat them like cell towers in the sky. That means your phone could maintain data connectivity in places where traditional networks simply don't exist. Imagine being deep in the wilderness with 0 bars and still being able to send messages. Imagine standing on a boat in the middle of the Atlantic and checking your email. Imagine traveling through remote highways or rural villages and never seeing the words "no service" again. Instead of emergency-only texting, the iPhone 18 Pro could potentially offer real data connectivity through satellite links. This isn't science fiction anymore. The hardware is evolving, and the industry is moving in this direction. And Apple isn't alone. Other manufacturers have already experimented with satellite calling and messaging in limited markets. But if Apple rolls this out globally, it could be the moment satellite connectivity becomes mainstream. Now let's set realistic expectations. Even if Apple launches satellite internet in 2026, it won't instantly replace your current mobile data plan. Satellite infrastructure is complex and bandwidth is limited. Early speeds are more likely to feel like 3G or 4G performance. That's perfect for messaging, emails, maps, and light browsing. But you probably won't be streaming 4K Netflix in the middle of the ocean anytime soon. There are also major questions about how Apple will structure the service. Will it remain free for a limited period like Emergency SOS did? Will Apple introduce a paid subscription tier? Or could they partner with major satellite providers to expand coverage worldwide? The back-end infrastructure will be just as important as the hardware inside the phone. Battery life is another big factor. Transmitting signals hundreds of miles into space requires serious efficiency. That's where the A20 chip and C2 modem optimization will play a critical role. Apple will need to balance power consumption carefully to make this practical for daily use. But the potential here is enormous. This isn't just a feature update. It's a shift in how smartphones connect to the world. For decades, connectivity has depended entirely on your proximity to a tower. Satellite integration removes that limitation. Your location would no longer decide whether you're online or offline. If Apple executes this properly, the iPhone transforms from a communication device into a universal connectivity tool. And if that happens, the phrase "no service" might eventually feel as outdated as dial-up internet. So here's the real question. If Apple offers a satellite data add-on that guarantees you never lose signal again, is that a day one upgrade for you? Or do you think this is overhyped and traditional towers aren't going anywhere? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.